Hello, another episode of poems. No, not poems, jokes. Did you ever hear the story about old Huey Thompson? Old Huey lived in a little border town in Manitoba, and a few years back he started visiting the States on a regular basis, and he'd always return pushing a wheelbarrow full of dirt. "What do you have in the wheelbarrow?" the customs inspector asked. "Dirt," Huey replied. "Just dirt?" the official asked suspiciously. "Yes, sir," Huey answered. The customs inspector wiggled his hand through the mound of dirt, tunneling back and forth until he'd checked it thoroughly. "Okay," the inspector finally said, "go on through." And Huey would smile, and whistling, he'd continue on his way home. But every other week, when Huey returned from the States pushing his wheelbarrow full of dirt, the man at the border station would put Huey through the same process. "What's in the wheelbarrow, Huey?" And Huey would tell that all he had in the wheelbarrow was dirt. And the customs inspector would go through the dirt and he wouldn't find anything, and Huey would go on his way smiling. This went on for nearly 20 years, and finally, one day when Huey was returning from the States, the customs inspector told him, "Huey, I'm retiring today, and I'm looking forward to retiring, but I know you've been sneaking something across the border all these years, and I just can't figure out what it is, and I'll never be able to sleep a wink if you don't tell me once and for all what it is. It's just for my own curiosity. I won't report you or anything, but Huey, you have to tell me. What have you been smuggling across the border all these years?" "Wheelbarrows," Huey replied, and went on his way, smiling and whistling. Helen went in for a doctor's appointment and was told she should probably have her knee replaced. The news sent her into a tizzy. "What do you mean, have my knee replaced? I've already had both hips replaced, one knee replaced, and a heart valve replaced. Even my teeth have been replaced. Pretty soon there will be nothing left of me." "Anything else you want to replace, doctor, or will this do it?" As she got upset, Helen's face got more and more red, and she began to sweat. "Well, while we're on the subject, we might think about replacing some of those hormones." After attending a conference on professional ethics, 4 psychiatrists walked out together. One said, "You know, people are always coming to us with their guilt and fears, but we have no one to go to with our problems. So why don't we take some time right now to hear each other out?" The other 3 agreed. The first psychiatrist confessed, "I have an almost uncontrollable desire to kill my patients." The second psychiatrist said, "I find ways to cheat my patients out of their money whenever I can." The third followed with, "I'm involved in selling drugs and often get my patients to sell them for me." The fourth psychiatrist then confessed, "You know, no matter how hard I try, I can't seem to keep a secret." A man walks into a pet store and asks to see the parrots. The store owner shows him 2 beautiful ones out on the floor. This one is $5,000 and the other is $10,000. Wow, says the man. What does the $5,000 one do? This parrot can sing every aria Mozart wrote, says the store owner. And the other? He sings Wagner's entire ring cycle. There's another parrot out back for $30,000. Holy moly, what does he do? Nothing that I've heard, but the other two call him Maestro. An old mountaineer bought a chainsaw at the hardware store. The clerk explained that with it he could saw 5 cords of wood a day. As a matter of fact, it was guaranteed to saw 5 cords. The old mountaineer went out the first day and he worked hard, but only got 1 cord. He came in and told his wife that something was wrong. She said, "Go out early and stay late and maybe you can cut 5 cords." He got up before sunup, didn't take time to eat, and worked until it was dark, but he only got 2 cords. He was so tired he went straight to bed. His wife said, "I'd take that thing back to the store in the morning." The next morning he confronted the salesman and complained, "You said I could saw 5 cords with this saw, and I only got 2. Something is wrong." The salesman said, "Well, now let me check it." He took the handle on the rope and pulled the cord. The motor started. The old mountaineer jumped back and said, "What the hell was that?" And until next time, bye-bye.